Hi, it's Darlene Dara from Century 21 Dreams, and it's Friday, June 17th, and I'm filming the Let's Talk new series that I've launched. Many of you know me as also a host of Oakville Daily Houses and Burlington Daily Houses. And today it was quite interesting. If you go on the site, I showcase in the Oakville area a house that used to be for sale by owners. So I thought, there you go. I've got my topic for today. All right, so many people ask, can I sell my own house? Why can't I? And why do I need to pay commission and a realtor to get me the best dollar for my house? And today's listing proves it doesn't always work. Most of the time it doesn't. Percentage wise, very few listings that hit the market are for sale by owner. And often there are definitely a few success stories, but percentage wise, it's clear that in selling your house, you're better to be going with a reputable agent that can properly market it, negotiate, and really advocate on your behalf. Why is it important and why doesn't it work? The house in question today, it's not the first I've seen by any means, but it actually was interesting because it's a house that I actually toured with buying clients about 2 weeks ago. They chose to actually go to another property and buy it same weekend. And that house had an open house. And I had some other clients who went into the property and were giving me some feedback on the open house. So typically, this isn't directed at that house, but generally speaking, why does it not work? Well, it doesn't work for a variety of reasons. I service primarily, but not just Oakville, Burlington, Milton, Mississauga, surrounding area. I do some work in Toronto as well. I'm originally actually way back from Toronto. But most of the what we call FSBOs, for sale by owner sites, I won't name specific company brands, but they are actually listed on the Toronto board, which is what we call TREB. And it has really reduced exposure, let's put it this way, to really agents in the communities unless the house is actually listed in Toronto. So having said that, as an agent, we go on our internal systems. We see new listings that have hit the market, what's sold, pending sold firm, what's expired, terminated, and all this other stuff. We don't go on MLS.ca like the public. That's a public site. So we're not scouring these other sites. And if you're not a member of TREB, I happen to be, but a lot of Oakville agents are not. We're not even knowing that your house, if you have put it for sale by owner and a brokerage that does this, we don't even know your house exists, quite frankly. And so unless our client is searching or driving by, your house is invisible. So right away, you have reduced number of buyers substantially. Secondly, you're not on any of the other boards, so you're not going on automatic emails for all their clients that are on automatic emails of buyers who see it coming into their inbox and then will notify their respective buying agent that they actually want to go and view your property. So again, you're missing all the agents, you're missing all the clients who are working with a local realtor if they're properly set up. So that's the first thing. So your exposure is probably 80% reduced. Secondly, it's not being handled. A lot of times I often will say that deals are made by the relationships fostered between the agents. So again, if it's an outside agent, a lot of local agents don't know that person. You're not really necessarily looking at, you're going to be working with this person again. So, it can affect negotiations as well. So that's another thing. Also, with your open houses, as a FSBO, you're responsible for doing your open houses, all your showings, etc. And you're really also having the direct public coming in, not necessarily with an agent. You can cooperate, and therefore an agent may be bringing in clients, but many times it is just the public. So, I won't even go into the danger aspect of strangers coming into your house when you're there, or you're leaving them in your house and then leaving for these showings or whatever. You often can't leave lock boxes on. You're advised not to. So again, it restricts, when you can do your showings and everything else. So now, if you were a normal listing that was in a brokerage, it would be like having in the remarks saying, you can only come between these certain hours and blah, blah, blah. People just then honestly go to other houses. Like, if there's so many restrictions to view a property that the sellers have to be available to be there, a lot of buyers just They leave. They go to the next property. They're busy. And in this competitive market, they don't want to lose out on a house they have a shot at, to be waiting around to get into your house. So that's another aspect. You really don't know some of the rules as well. You can, in some of these services, get what they call offer support, which then actually, as a listing agent, I can tell you, you contact them, you don't even know who you're dealing with. It goes into some pool that an agent, then gets selected to represent you as the seller. Well, that might be a great agent, or it could be a lousy agent. You haven't pre-screened that agent as well. And what costs are you really reducing? You're still paying the buying side. No agent is going to come in and be showing and be responsible legally for a purchase with their client if they're not being paid. Their brokerage expects to be paid. So again, you're not really, in most cases, reducing the buying side at all, unless you want to eliminate 99% of buyers to buy your house. It's only on the selling side, and you're still paying money to broker load it. If you're doing this offer negotiation assistance, you're paying as well. So how much are you really saving to then have such a reduced exposure, negotiation skills, and advocating for you, right? It just doesn't make any sense. So really, you do. Before I was in real estate officially, I used to sort of think the same. These new FSBO things are going to, and sites or whatever, are going to take over the market. And I now know how complex these deals can be. And just even, especially in this market with, multiple offers and proper selling and chasing, buyers and buyer clients and also buyer agents, there is, in my opinion, it is very risky. And you could reduce, for the amount of money you pay in commission, you could reduce your offer total substantially. It's just not worth it. So today was one of them. We see them a lot go on the market, and they often don't sell. They also have restricted information even to price the property. So again, many times they're usually overpriced because they've looked at recent for sales. They have no idea if they even sold or what they sold for or whatever. They take a list price and say, well, Joe Blow up the street, listed his house for $800, so I must be worth $850. Well, Joe Blow didn't sell his house. Never ended up being sold, or it sold for $730. They don't necessarily know that, so they base it on the $800, and the comps are really not there. And again, they don't have access to that. So that's a whole other thing. So there's many other reasons, but these really, it's about exposure, negotiation, knowing the market and the community, and knowing the other reps that will come in. That when you're so fixated, quite frankly, on just saving on a commission, and it's only part of a commission, everything else could go to the wayside. So you could actually be losing a lot of money. So that's today's Let's Talk topic. And we'll be back on Monday. Okay, so take care. I hope I can help you. If I can, if you're a buyer or a seller, you can contact me by email, darlene@homesaledivas.com, or you can call or text my cell, 905-484-4653. So take care. I hope I helped, and I'll see you on Monday. Okay, bye.